Hello, today we'll be talking about puppy mills. According to the Humane Society of the United States, each year it's estimated that 2.11 million puppies are sold in America that come from puppy mills, and 3 million puppies are killed in shelters because they are too full and there's not enough families to adopt them. Today I will be informing you what puppy mills are, how they relate to the ethical treatment of animals, and the regulation of puppy mills. First, let's begin with what puppy mills are. Puppy mills are inhumane dog breeding facilities that have low costs and high profit. The dogs are bred for quantity and not quality. These puppies can be sold online without seeing the dog prior to the sale, in pet stores and in flea markets. According to Pet Feed, ways to know a puppy is from a puppy mill include not getting any information on who the dog's parents are, if the breeder doesn't let you see the kennel or any part of where the dog is being held. For example, if you meet the breeder in a parking lot or they bring the dog to you, it means whoever you're buying the dog from doesn't want you to see the facility and the horrible condition the dogs are in. If the breeder you're buying from focuses on multiple different breeds of dog, while reputable breeders normally focus on one breed, and when you're buying a puppy and you're not asked to sign any paperwork to prove the puppy has all of its shots, to prove the dog has at some point seen a vet and is very healthy, and is also a big sign that the dog is from a puppy mill. I will now cover the unethical treatment of animals at puppy mills. The puppies are kept in the minimal requirements for cages in filthy conditions, and a lot of the dogs are very sick. They're normally left out in all kinds of weather, from snow to extreme heat. Some dogs aren't even in cages. In some cases, they're tied to trees and they're left out because of overcrowding. The puppy's food and water can also be contaminated with bugs and bacteria from the cages being so dirty. A lot of the dogs are malnourished and very sick. The mothers are bred over and over without a break until they're unable to produce anymore. While credible breeders don't breed the mothers more than twice a year, so the dog stays healthy. In puppy mills, once the mother can't produce anymore, they're either sold or they get killed. Lots of the dogs that come from puppy mills, they can appear visually healthy and they can get sold, but since there's a lot of inbreeding and genetic diseases at puppy mills, they can have a plethora of health issues, such as malnourishment, kennel cough, fleas, and giardia, which is when a dog gets sick from being around infected feces from other cats or dogs, and this can end up costing the owners thousands of dollars in vet bills. According to the Cummings School of Veterinary Medicine, the dogs can also develop fears of small spaces, loud noise, fear of other dogs. They can have low energy, and they can even stare off into space and just zone out. Lastly, we will discuss the laws regarding puppy mills. In 1966, the Animal Welfare Act was passed. This gives standard requirements for care for animals that are bred to be sold. All breeders are required to be licensed to commercially sell animals and inspected by the United States Department of Agriculture. According to the Humane Society of the United States, many licensed breeders get away with violating the Animal Welfare Act and can be fined, but in the long run, nothing really seems to change. Many breeders with multiple violations, they're still able to renew their licenses and often come out of it unscathed. According to DoSomething.org, there's estimated to be at least 10,000 puppy mills in the United States, and only around 3,000 are being regulated by the Department of Agriculture. This is because most of the breeders don't document anything and meet people face to face, so there's no way to track them. In September of 2022, animal rights activists and lawmakers in New York State have created the Puppy Mill Pipeline Bill. If it's signed by the New York State governor, retail stores won't be able to sell dogs, cats, or rabbits, and the bill will allow for pet stores to partner with shelters and rescues to adopt the animals, which in turn will get rid of puppy mills altogether because there really won't be a need for them. In the end, I hope you were all informed of what puppy mills are, how they relate to ethical treatment of animals, and the regulation of puppy mills. Puppy mills are cramped and filthy conditions to keep a dog in. It's awful knowing people out there do this to make money. If you're looking for a dog in the future, I really suggest you do your research on where you'll be buying your dog from.